Now over to Kevin in movie news. What do you mean we're on? Dude, you gotta tell me when we're going on. Jeez, my hair is a mess. What do you mean my hair is always a mess? My hair's beautiful. Bowl cut's in this season. What? Bowl cut's not in? That's what my mom's telling me. Call my mom a liar? Fuck you, producer Tim. Get out of here. Fucking fired. I'm the star of the show. Sorry about that, folks. Movie news here with Kevin Jacobson. A couple things here to address. First things first, we're a producer. So if anyone is in the producing business and wants to join the ship, send me your resume and cover letter, and we'd be happy to have you. Second, opinion on the bowl cut, in this season or not? Let me know. All right, now to my main job here, movie news. All right, so tonight I just went to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And I'm going to say this is my non-spoiler kind of initial response portion of the video. And then later on I'm going to have a spoiler review after. But I'm going to sleep on it because it's kind of already late. So we'll get the second part out there after. All right, so start with what I liked about the movie. Obviously, going to Guardians of the Galaxy movie, you know the soundtrack was going to be amazing, and it was. A lot of cool old school songs in there that, you know, you old school music junkies will definitely love. Also, I liked the score of the movie was very good. I felt like it was very nicely done. As always, I felt like the character casting was good. Obviously, the recurring cast coming back, and then the new cast coming in. There's a couple cool surprises of people coming in. I mean, obviously you got the Stan Lee cameo, which isn't a surprise, but there are other people who you'll be quite pleasantly surprised to see in the movie. Some old school actors, kind of Guardians of the Galaxy, keeping with that old school kind of mentality there. And just in general, I really like the overlying plot. I was a little iffy on it halfway through, and then it kind of all came tied in. And I'll get a little more into that in the spoiler portion of my video. Yeah, it just made sense when it all came together. It just made sense. So I felt like the story and the plot, where all the characters ended up, was ideal, which was good. Drax, I love Drax's character in this movie. My buddy Adam, who I saw it with, wasn't as big a fan of Drax as me, but I just really loved his dry, clueless sense of humor and just saying the wrong things at the wrong time thing. I found that hilarious the whole way through. And then I really liked the casting of Kurt Russell's character. I'm not gonna, for you those who don't super follow Guardians of the Galaxy or seeing what's the plot of this movie, I'm not gonna say who he is, but I personally knew who his character cast was at the beginning, and because it was all over Facebook and whatnot, and I wasn't initially a big fan because I'm not really a huge Kurt Russell fan, but I really thought he knocked his part out of the park. Knocked his part out of the park. Say that 3 times fast. All right. So yeah, I definitely like that cast, and that goes back to the casting, but I really thought he stood out above the rest. Now into my dislikes of the movie. I almost felt like it was trying to be too funny. Like it was like trying to force humor into the movie when it didn't really need humor. And I'm not a fan of that in the Marvel movies. It's kind of like a little humor is good, but like when you're trying to shove it down my throat, it's getting a little much. And I'll get into some of that more in the spoiler review as well. And another part of the movie I didn't like was the Sovereign, the Golden People, for people who are going to see the movie, the Golden People. I just felt like they were needed in the beginning, and then they just I don't know why they kept coming back. It was just very, I didn't like them. I didn't like their, again, I'll get more into spoiler. I just didn't like their purpose. I didn't like the way they were portrayed. I just didn't like any of that. Okay, and then the tone and the theme didn't go together. Like, again, more in the spoiler review, but like you're trying to be a funny movie, and then like the very next act you're having sad parts. You're trying to be sad, and then all of a sudden you have high action. It's just like, I don't know. What are you trying to do with me? Trying to make me laugh? Trying to make me cry? Trying to do all? I didn't know. So there's that. So personally, I really liked the movie. I probably, on my scale, 8 out of 10. Yeah, yeah, 8. Like, I mean, there definitely was some flaws and whatnot, but overall it was really good. And how I always rate my movies is, well, would I see it again? And for the blockbuster movies at least. So like this was what I consider a blockbuster movie when I go see it again, and I would definitely go see it again. So that's kind of where my critique always goes. Like, well, you can watch movies and then never want to see them again. Well, for this, I really did want to see it again. So that's that. So that is my initial non-spoiler review. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to get away from the screen if you don't want to be spoiled, or if you want to get some popcorn because I'm so great to listen to and watch. Great. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds. And we are back. Okay. Welcome to the spoiler portion of my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is your absolute last chance to go away, not have the movie spoiled. And for whatever reason, if you're a person who likes having movies spoiled, what are you doing? Just go see the movie. It's half the fun. Eat your popcorn. Sit back, relax. Don't listen to me explain it because I'm probably going to do an awful job of it. All right, here we go. So, my initial reaction to the movie was, as I mentioned, the non-spoiler was I liked the overlying plot. I liked the whole idea of father-son getting back together, and also, if I haven't mentioned, but Kurt Russell's character was Peter Quill, Chris Pratt's father. So that's where that is. I liked how they were really, they were like, it was everything that Peter ever wanted in a dad, right? They were getting along, they were like, all that good stuff. And like, meanwhile, all the other character stories they're off on their own, doing their own little thing, and they all come in the end and have the big battle. And like Xander and having the mutiny on his ship and stuff. I thought that was I really like that subplot because it was just kind of like how easy it is to lose control of your family. I felt like family was a very big theme in this movie, and then because Gamora says to Peter, I thought you found your family, so I felt like it was a very big family movie theme. And then with the sovereign, I didn't really love that part of it, but it made sense why, because without them chasing them down the whole time, like the movie just it didn't have a reason for them to all come back together. Um, Loved Rocket and Peter's banter back and forth throughout the movie. They were just constantly trying to one up each other and being assholes, and I found that really really funny. I laughed a lot during those scenes. Um, I like I said, I really loved how Kurt Russell portrayed the character of the dad. He was very, in the beginning, he was like, very buddy buddy, and then he was like, hey, this is me good. His dad's a good guy. Well, it turns out his dad's not a good guy. His dad's a planet god dude who wants to kill everyone. And that turn character was very sudden. I didn't like. I felt like the character Mantis, kind of gave it away. Kind of when she was kind of like, I have to tell you something. Well, then right away you knew something was wrong. I didn't like that part, but I mean, it makes sense because the characters kind of need to find a way to come help Peter. I love the battle scene. Uh, I just it wasn't everything like you would expect. It wasn't like they had the big battle army, but then it was like they really were working together, and there was fun banter back and forth, and I really liked the Peter versus Ego battle. The only thing I didn't like was when they were coming at each other, and he becomes a big rock man, and then Peter becomes a big Pac Man. I was like, really, Pac Man? I was like, you're just trying to be funny, but I was just kind of like, it's one of those situations where I felt like the humor was getting shoved down my throat again. Um, in the middle, I really, I won't be able to pronounce his name, but probably everyone knows him as Rocky Balboa. So Sylvester Stallone. I really like that surprise casting in the middle of the movie. Um, it was just a nice, pleasant surprise. He did very well, and it looks like he's going to be in the next one. I'm not a Marvel producer, so we'll see. What else do I like about the movie? I thought Baby Groot was very well used. I had a big fear coming into this movie that he was going to be kind of like a minion. I hate minions like so much. I could kill one thing and be a minion, but that's a story for a separate day. But in the end, he was actually used very well with the bomb, the getting Xander's spare fin thing. He was very comically funny, and like, it didn't help that he was very cute to look at. It was adorable, and I really liked the way they used his character. As I mentioned, some more like there was good humor in this movie, and that was needed. It was good. There was just a lot of humor I didn't like. Like for instance, when like the queen of the sovereigns was walking down, and the thing got stuck, and they couldn't stop. The music all stopped. And I was like, okay, you don't really need that. Just like, come on. I thought Drax's character was hilarious. He was just, like there was one time he was just like kept calling the mantis not pretty and hideous and all that stuff, and at the end he's just like, "You are pretty on the inside," and then I just laughed really hard because I was just like, that was like almost something I would say. um, yeah, there's just it was very different from the first movie. It just had a different vibe to it where it was, it was like I was explaining to one of my friends. It was like a hidden gem. It wasn't supposed to be a good movie, the first one. Now this one came in a little more hype and had the job done. The I mentioned about tone and theme earlier because like it was an action movie. Obviously, they had the fight scenes and whatnot, and they try to make it funny. And then at the end, they just drop these bombs on you, where I felt like I wanted to cry. And when Xander died, I was just and there was like he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy. I was just like, oh no. And he puts a space suit on him, and then he dies, and then like they have all the memories going on. I actually have a clip of me watching the movie when this happened. Here, I'm gonna share it with you. Me watching the movie as an actual representation. Dude, you crying right now? No, got popcorn in my eye. You're totally crying right now, big baby. Dude, shut up. You're a baby. Yeah, real heartbreak in the movie theater today. If I do say so myself. But yeah, I did find that sad. It was very well put together, like sadness wise. And another thing I didn't really, I don't know, I won't say didn't like. It was kind of like felt very cliche. It's like, oh, that's why I put the brain tumor in your mother and killer. It was just kind of like felt like okay, that was coming. Obviously, you killed her, so blah 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 for whatever reasons. Yeah, like I said, this all comes back to like tone and theme. I was like, I didn't know how I was supposed to feel during the movie, especially near the end. I was just like, I don't know, but like I said, I still really liked it. It's just I just felt confused. I guess I don't know. I feel confused a lot. Yeah. Um. So yeah. That's about it for my spoiler review. I don't really like. It's my first time doing a movie review in front of a camera, and I gotta say, I gotta talk and talk and talk, but it would have been a very long runtime. Like I did one take earlier, and I pretty much talked the whole movie, and it was like 15 minutes long. Just in this part, I was like, okay, just tone it down here, Kev. Like you're not Morgan Freeman. No one wants to listen to your voice all day. Am I right? So I guess yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, again, I'm gonna do the classic. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say I'm open to suggestions because, like I said, it's the first time I talk too fast, talk too slow. My acting suck ass. Like I don't know. Like let me know what you think. I'm really open to suggestions. Like I was actually really like I want to say thank you to the people who do watch it. And like, I generally my first video, I got a lot of like positive response back, and I was kind of like, nice, thanks guys. Like I was starting to get laughed off, and it was good. Um, I guess I, if you guys could like subscribe, I guess that's what everyone does on YouTube, right? Subscribe to my channel. I don't know, share it to your friends and stuff. I don't know. I just like talking, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far, and I'm hoping to do like an episode a week with new movies during the blockbuster season. I'm kind of doing like older movies also once a week, so like two a week kind of idea is my game plan. And what's next for me is putting. I'm definitely gonna go see King Arthur next week and do like a review like this again for King Arthur, Charlie Hunnam, one of my heartthrobs. Oh my goodness, so sexy, am I right? In a non-gay way. Um, yeah, and how about this? I'll open up a suggestion for just like a fun one during the week if someone wants like a movie they like to hear my thoughts on. Let me know. All right. Hi, matey. I'm out of here.